So here we are today with Traci Bautista. Yay! And she's here at Stampington headquarters, and I thought I'd say hello and welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, and just wanted to touch base with you, Traci, and see what's new with you. What's been your reality in terms of your mixed media artwork these days?
Well, let's see. I actually have been home for 4 months, not traveling, so it's allowed me to focus on some new work and do some new stuff. And then I, reality-wise, have been doing online workshops and teaching online and kind of getting my artwork out there over just to audiences across the world. So it's been a lot of fun, but mainly, I mean, I've been able to focus on actually developing and painting and doing more stuff in my studio.
That's great.
Yeah.
And I know that Collage Page is one of the products that you're you've come up with, which the sparkle is my favorite.
Thank you.
And do you use it every day, you personally, or in your artwork?
I do.
You create?
Yeah, I use it a lot for a lot of the collage work that I do, and I use it under like this particular one that I'm doing today. This is going to be a journal cover, but I also use it underneath my painting. So I use it as my collage glue and then paint on top of it. But yeah, I use it a lot, and I actually am now experimenting with painting with it and adding it with my acrylic paints and doing some texturing stuff with it. So yeah, I do use it every day if I'm painting or collaging in the studio.
And if a reader wants to know how to sign up for one of your online workshops, how do they do that?
They can go to my website, and that's www.tracidesigns.com, and that's TREIC designs.com.
And tell us why it's TREIC.
Yeah, a lot of people think, is that trach, or, what is that? But when I was probably, 7th or 8th grade, I used to sign my name Traci, so that was like a lowercase TREI and then a big C. So that's how I ended up coming with that. And I said, whenever I start my company, whenever that is, it's going to be named Traci Designs. And so
you learned it here, why it's spelled TREIC.
Yeah.
And then also, final question. When readers say, I want to be like Traci, I want to make art like Traci, if there is one piece of advice that you could give to folks who want to emulate this style, what would that advice be?
That's a great question. One, I think it is important to learn from other people and other artists, but really finding your own style and letting yourself go and being free. I think that's the one message that I can give to people is, once you do learn techniques like this or from other artists, is to really take them and make them your own.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing that you can do. And, and I'm inspired by a lot of people, like Erte, who's a fashion illustrator, designer from the early 1900s, and Eric Carle. You can see a lot of that influence inside of my work, but I've taken those colors and that kind of stuff and totally created my own style. So that's the biggest thing is, finding your style and then just giving yourself the permission and the freedom to play. Those are the two things that I think are really important.
I think that's true, because sometimes we don't realize that, it's okay, now pick up that brush and make that mark. It's not, I mean, what's the worst thing that can happen?
Right. And you just have to let go. And I think that's the one thing about taking a workshop, even in my workshops, is people walk out and they're like, wow, actually you allowed me to play and have that freedom and do something that, was totally like no rules.
Right.
And, I think that's the biggest message I share with my work, that, you can do all kinds of things. There's really not, I'm showing you one way how I might do it, but you can take that and totally mix and match techniques and, create something of your own through that. Yeah.
And we'll be looking forward to her article in the upcoming Art Journaling by Somerset. And thank you so much for sharing your work with our readers.
Oh, thank you. Thanks for having me. It's fun. Always fun to come visit you guys.
Thanks.